Today is July 3rd of 2020. And today is a pretty good day to be doing this. There's a lot of people out rushing around, going to entertain themselves and prepare for the holiday tomorrow. We should know what it is that we're celebrating. I do not believe that people even understand the Declaration of Independence. So let me start at this point here. We hold these truths to be self evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, many people believe they understand what this means, but do they really? I believe most people believe that these are basic rights, that everybody has an unalienable right to life, they have an unalienable right to liberty, and they have an unalienable right to pursuit of happiness, but that is not true, and that has never been true within the history of this country since this document was ever written. Could it just be that people don't understand the document? They don't understand the words. They put their own meaning into there. Well, let's take a look here. The key words I picked out start with endowed. Endowed has a meaning of provided with the ability. And the word certain. Certain means inevitable. And the word among, in the midst of so as to influence. Now, with these keywords, these meanings, it changes the story. But is it correct? Is what people have been thinking correct? Or is what I'm saying here is correct? Well, with people thinking that life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness are our basic unalienable rights, when I say that that has never been true, we have laws. We have laws that include the death penalty. That most definitely affects somebody's life. It eliminates it. We have imprisonment. We have a prison system, a very lucrative prison system that definitely affects people's liberty. And I say affect, starting with the letter A, not the letter E, that you see later on in the Declaration of Independence, because effect is a positive notion. Affect is typically a negative notion. And the pursuit of happiness. Do we have an unalienable right to the pursuit of happiness? Certainly not. So let me read this again with the corrections, with the key words. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are provided with the ability by their Creator with inevitable, unalienable rights, that in the midst of so as to influence these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is the influence used to write law for the United States of America. It's an influence. It is not a guaranteed right. If it was a guaranteed right, an unalienable right, then there could be no criminal statutes as they are written that takes away a person's life, liberty, or pursuit of happiness. And if we read further here, that to secure these rights, now the word these, what's being spoken about here? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Certainly not. These are the unwritten, inevitable rights that come as the government is instituted among men. It's really that simple. And how do I know that? Well, let me continue reading. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to effect their safety and happiness.